Today we are going to discuss about deadlock detection and recovery. Deadlock is a complex and potential determinantal situation that can arise in computer system where multiple processes are competing for the same shared resources. When two or more processes become deadlocked. In order to detect deadlocks, the system must monitor the state of all processes and resources in the system. This involves examining the resource allocation state and predicting the future resource allocation state. Various methods can be used to detect deadlocks, such as wait for graph and resource allocation graph methods. Once a deadlock is detected, recovery techniques must be implemented to break the deadlock and restore the system to a functional state. First, we are going to discuss about a resource allocation graph. The resource allocation graph is widely used method for deadlock detection in computer system. The RAG is a graphical representation of the current allocation state of resources and the processes that are holding them. The nodes of the graph represented the resources and the processes, and the edges represent the allocation relationship between them. In the RAG method, a cycle in the graph indicates presence of deadlock. When a cycle is detected, it means each process in the cycle is holding onto the at least one resource that is required by another process in the cycle, resulting in a deadlock. The RAG method is highly efficient and can quickly detect deadlocks, making it an essential technique in modern operating system. Next is the wait for graph. The wait for graph is a common method used in deadlock detection in computer system. The wait for graph is a graphical representation of the dependencies between the processes and the resources that are waiting for. In the wait for graph, the nodes represent processes and the resources are represented as edges. Each edge points from the process that is waiting for a resources to the process that currently holds the resource. Deadlock recovery. Deadlock recovery is a critical process that is initiated after deadlock has been detected in a computer system. This complex process involves a set of actions and procedures that are undertaken to resolve the deadlock by breaking the cycle of resource dependency between the processes involved in the deadlock. Next, process termination. Process termination is a simple method for resolving deadlocks. In this method, the operating system identifies the processes involved in the deadlock and terminate one or more processes. This frees up the resources held by the terminated process. Next, resource preemption. Resource preemption is a more complex method for resolving deadlocks. In this method, the operating system identifies the resources involved in the deadlock and selects one or more resources to be preempted. The resources are then taken away from the process holding them and allocated to the waiting processes.